मनः प्रसादः सौम्यत्वं मौनम् आत्मविनिग्रहः भावसंशुद्धिर् इति एतत् तपो मानसम् उच्यते. These are declared as the manasik tapasya. What are the manasik tapasya? Manah prasadaha. Manah prasadaha means a cheerfulness of the mind. Saumyatvam, shant bhavana. Maunam, to remain silent. Atma vinigraha, to control the mind or to have ekagrachit, ekagavritti. Bhava samshuddhihi, antekaran. Bhava samshuddhi means, shuddhi means cleanliness of antekaran. Iti etat manasam tapaha. These are the tapasya of the mind. There are three types of tapasya: mansa, vacha, karmanaha. Mind, through vani. Vacha means through speech, and karmana means through the body. This is 17th chapter, 16th shloka of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, where Sri Krishna speaks about the manas tapaha, which is the highest tapasya. And my Acharya ji has beautifully written manaha prasadaha. That means sukh dukh ho raha hai. We are experiencing difficulties, we are experiencing pleasure, we are having problems in our life, we are having various disturbances in the life, but still our mind is always cheerful. How is it possible to be cheerful in difficulties? How is it possible to be cheerful when we are getting pleasure? Even when we are having pleasure or pain or disturbance, the mind is always cheerful. Acharya has written that this is the result of the tapasya. We cannot do acting of being cheerful. Okay, we can do acting for one day, maximum 2 days. But again the problem will come and attack us. So that person will have prasada. Actually means, prasadam means a gift. The gift is obtained by everyday Vidhi-purvak Agnihotra. When we do Vidhi-purvak Agnihotra with the Ved mantras, when we do Veda Adhyayan, when we do Nam Smaran, name jap of Almighty God, and when we do Nitya Yoga Abhyas, Yam Niyam Asan Pranayam, when we do every day without fail, then prasadaha, then the cheerfulness of the mind is obtained as a result of this tapasya. Otherwise, Sri Krishna or Vyas Muni has written this shloka, anybody can do acting of cheerfulness of mind. We are seeing in YouTube channels, in news channels, that the so-called Swamijis, they are always cheerful in front of the camera. But reality is, when you see their life in reality, it will be something else. They will be acting in front of the camera, but the reality will be something else, because they lack tapasya, they lack Vedon ke sunne se. They don't listen Vedas from their Acharya, they have never listened Vedas from their Acharya, they have never done any yajna in their life, they have never done worship of Almighty God by Vidhi-purvak Agnihotra. So without worshipping Almighty God, how can we obtain the prasada? Prasada is prasadam in South India, prasadam, or even in North India, prasad is obtained after worship. So this is the highest gift of Almighty God, which says manaha prasadaha. My Acharya has written this Ved mantra 8/58/3 Rig Veda, where God says that Almighty God is Ananda Swarup. And by joining, when the Jivatma joins itself with that Ananda Swarup Paramatma, then what happens? The Agyan, the Andakar, the Kam, Krodh, Madlobh, Ahankar, everything gets destroyed. Once the Agyan gets destroyed, the Andakar gets destroyed, Manaha Prasadaha is obtained. The result of the worship, the result of doing yoga abhyas is obtained as the cheerfulness of the mind. Then some difficulty comes in our life, some happiness comes in our life, something happens, we are always cheerful. This is a very, very important quality, but this quality cannot be possible without the Vedas knowledge. You read Bhagavad Gita 100,000 times, then also your mind will never get cheerful, because we lack the tapasya, we lack the name jap of Almighty God. We lack yoga abhyas, we lack brahmacharya, we lack indri sanyam. So that's what my acharya has written, that कोई भी हठ योग से किसी गुण को अपनाना चाहे तो यह कदापि संभव नहीं है. Hatha yoga means by forcefully, if you want to show the cheerfulness of the mind, then it's not possible. It can be possible for in front of the camera, but it is not going to be possible permanently, because the prasada is obtained after the worship of Almighty God. And further, the shloka says Saumyatvam. Saumyatvam means Shant Bhavana. Again, this is also, somebody can become Shant, somebody can control their full body and mind and become Shant and peace, in peacefulness, only due to the result of the tapasya. My acharya has written one Atharveda mantra 3/10/12, in which God says, when you leave laziness and when you wake up early in the morning at 4 o'clock or 3:30 or 4:30 maximum, and when you do swadhyaya at that point of time, when you do Veda Adhyan, when you do Nitya Agnihotra and name jap at that point of time, then your vritti will become Deva vritti. Then you will be consciously living in life, and then Saumayatvam will prakat hota hai. Saumayatvam means the Shant Bhavana will be established in your life by every day waking up early. So again, this shloka, see here, Sri Krishna is speaking about manasam uchyate, manas tapasya. These are the tapasya. When you achieve this Shant Bhavana, then your tapasya is fulfilled. So first of all, we must do tapasya, then only we will get these results. And further, the shloka says maunam. Maunam in Tamil also, in Hindi also, maun rahana means to be silent. But here my acharya has written that maunam means ekagra chit. When you are alone, when you are consciously avoiding people and you are sitting alone in a place, or you go to jungle, you go to a mountain place, you go to a river side where you are alone, and at that point of time you are doing manan chintan of Vedas. You are listening knowledge of Acharya every day. Over a period of several years, you have listened many knowledge from Acharya, and you go to a silent place. Try to go to a silent place every day if possible. It could be garden also. It could be, your lawn. It could be the park nearby your house. It could be anywhere. Try to go and be silent. Try maunam. Try to go there and be silent, and then try to do manan chintan of Vedas. Even any Veda mantra, Vishwani Deva is also fine. Gayatri mantra is also fine. Try to do manan chintan. And my acharya has written that dvabhyam api tathaiva. Kapil Muni says in Sankhya Darshana that for a yogi, Kapil Muni says, let the yogi not even live with a second person. That means let the yogi always live alone. This is the advice given by Kapil Muni, because Kapil Muni says when a yogi lives with somebody else, those people will disturb the yogi. Similarly, when you are doing yoga sadhana, try to do in a lonely place. If you are living in a house, you have 2 bedrooms. In one bedroom, you have your family. Try to go to the other bedroom during the sadhana time. Whether it is husband or wife. If both of you are in the Vedic path, try to fix a time, let's say 6 o'clock in the evening, 6 o'clock for 5 o'clock in the morning. Try to come to the other room. Give space to your wife or husband, and then try to be alone and do yoga sadhana. Try to be alone and do manan chintan. Don't do combined studies in Vedas. Yeah, you can do combined studies, and then you are discussing with 2-3 people. It's okay. It's okay to discuss. But then you need to have lonely time to understand Manan Chintan. Then your mind will work differently. Then you will develop Vairagyam in your life. Very, very important. Maunam. See, these three, Manaha Prasadaha is the result of the Tapasya. The second one is Saumyatvam. Shant Bhavana is also the result of the Tapasya. But Maunam itself is a Tapasya. Maunam is not the result of the Tapasya. But when you will not be able to be in Maunam unless you have Vairagya inside you. Unless you have a firm dedication towards Almighty God. Otherwise, you will not be able to be silent in your life. So, very, very important. And further, Atma Vinigraha, Yogas Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Atma Vinigraha means to have Chitta Vritti Nirodha, to control the Chitta Vrittis. My Acharya has written that मन का निग्रह असंभव होता है योग अभ्यास के बिना. So, Atma Vinigraha is also the result of our daily tapasya. And when we do, मन के निग्रह का भाव है कि मन की चंचलता का रुक जाना अर्थात चित्त की वृत्ति का निरोध हो जाना. So, चित्त की वृत्ति, when चित्त वृत्ति will completely stop only after yoga abhyas. So my Acharya has written the Atma Vinigraha is also the result of tapasya, result of everyday yoga abhyas. And Atma Vinigraha is possible abhyasa vairagyabhyam tan nirodha. The mind will get stoppage by abhyas, by vairagya, by only these two things. One is abhyas, everyday practice. Everyday morning, everyday evening, continuous practice over a period of time with vairagyam, with vairagya feeling, with the feeling of detachment, with the feeling of dispassion. We do everyday abhyas, then only our mind will get stopped. These are all not my experience. These are all based on the knowledge given by my Acharya. I am not an experienced. I have not experienced Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha. But my Acharya has experienced. I have seen my Acharya. I have listened to this knowledge from my Acharya. I am trying to tell to you. These are very, very important advices given by Vyasmuni and Sri Krishna, which will help us in the spiritual growth. That's why, Rishi says, my Acharya has written that when you have Vairagya in your life, Vairagya means a firm determination to attain Almighty God. A firm determination to know who you are, a firm determination to come out of dukkha, a firm determination by seeing this world that this world is a dukkha. There are so many dukh, and dukh comes and attacks us at any point of time and we are unable to tolerate. So Vairagya means to have detachment towards this sukh and dukh, this sansar. With Vairagya, when we do abhyas every day, then at one point of time, Yogas Chitta Vritti Nirodha, that is called as Atma Vinigraha. Stoppage of our mind will get completely stopped. So these are the Mana Prasadaha, Saumyatvam, Maunam, Atma Vinigraha. Then next is Bhava Samshuddhi. Bhava Samshuddhi means Antakaran ki Shuddhi. Antakaran means the inner faculty, we can say the ego faculty, ahankar, chit, man, buddhi, chit, ahankar is called as antakaran. Bhava samshuddhihi. When you do everyday upasana, when dhiyo yonaha prachodhyat will happen, that is called as bhava samshuddhihi. Dhiyo yonaha prachodhyat means our intellect will become pure. The other day, I was reading Kathopanishad. In one of the shloka, the Rishi has beautifully explained in that shloka that you have a pure water, and pure water will remain pure when you put that pure water in a vessel which is pure. So he says that Jivatma, you are Shuddha. Jivatma will remain Shuddha when the Jivatma is in touch with the Antakaran, which is also Shuddha. अशुद्ध अंतःकरण में जीवात्मा अपने आप को, the जीवात्मा, the soul will feel itself as impure. Of course, soul is always pure, But because the antahkaran is impure, the soul will feel that it is also impure. So when you want to be pure, when you want to experience that you are pure Jivatma, your antahkaran has to become pure. And antahkaran can become pure only by everyday Diyo Yonah Prachodayat, by doing everyday tapasya, by doing everyday dhyan. So my Acharya has written that ऋग्वेद के मंत्र का भाव है कि उपासक की वेद मंत्रों द्वारा स्तुति उसका कल्याण करती हुई, हृदय में लगती हुई, अंतःकरण से निकलती हुई परमात्मा के लिए होनी चाहिए. So when you chant Ved mantra, you must have this bhavana of stuti. You are praising Almighty God. You are doing, like, when you do everyday Agnihotra, there is a mantra called Suryo Jyotir Jyotihi Surya Swaha. In that mantra, it says that I am putting ahuti in the burning fire for Almighty God, for realizing that Almighty God. So God says in the Vedas, when you put ahutis in the burning fire, you will realize Almighty God one day, because you are chanting stuti. And when you do stuti, when you understand the qualities of Almighty God by stuti, your antahkaran will become shuddh. When antahkaran will become shuddh, then that's what shloka says, bhavasam shuddhihi. It is a result of the tapasya. So Diyo Yonah Prachodayat, all these things are coming to the same meaning only. And here in this mantra also, Gayatri mantra also, how God says Diyo Yonah Prachodayat, God says by doing dhimahi, by doing everyday dhimahi, by sitting in dhyan every day, our buddhi will become pure. When the moment antahkaran becomes pure, the Jivatma is already pure, the Jivatma will realize that, oh, I am pure Jivatma. I have been experiencing this world. I have been experiencing Kam, Krodh, Madlobh, Ahankar because my antahkaran was impure. So, antahkaran can become pure only by Almighty God's power. We do not have power to make our antahkaran pure. So, here Sri Krishna speaks about the Manasam Uchyate. All these things are result of Tapasya. And Manasam means Man Sambandhi Tapasya. Like keeping our intellect pure, having pious thoughts, being maunam, being with shant bhav. Can you act like you are a shant person? No, you cannot act, because at some point of time you will talk out of anger, because your real nature is not shant bhav. That shant bhav will happen only after tapasya. So the main focus is tapasya. Tapaswadhyaya Ishwar Pranidanani. So add tapasya to your life every day. That is the main message of all the Rishi Munis. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.